Kelly Shaw, Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Organization, on my way to Bear Wallow with Caleb and Derek to do a Bigfoot investigation of a sighting hotspot.
Caleb and I are doing a game cam exchange. This game camera's been up here damn near all winter, and we've been keeping an eye on this little slot canyon out here by Sasquatch Canyon because we have found footprints, a pine bough nest up there. It looks like a day nest for comfort, and also on the side of this little slot canyon in the dirt here we've also have found a handprint. So we've got some gorilla pheromone set up for bait. We don't believe in baiting with food. We don't want to cause a bear problem, but here's the gorilla pheromone that we got set up, and we just smelled it. It still just stinks. Even after months and months, it just reeks. And then we got a camera set up right there. And Derek's getting ready to fly the helicopter, so we're going to make our way back to him after we do an exchange.
Monopod. Where is it?
Is that a wolf or a coyote?
Well, definitely a coyote. I would say coyote, but I don't know. Want your monopod?
Yeah.
Screw that. Give me my drone.
Derek's right. We're not up here to film coyotes or wolves. We're up here to find Bigfoot. We're here to find the reason behind why this part of Utah is a Bigfoot sighting hotspot. Not to mention the numerous reports of the Bigfoot type vocalizations to come out of this. You know, people are like, well, how do people know what Bigfoot sounds like? I mean, come on, unless you were pulled out from under a rock yesterday or fell off another planet. You know, the last 30, 40 years, Bigfoot vocalizations have been all over television, and now they're all over the internet. You know, people know what Bigfoot sounds like. There is so many recordings out there. And, of course, if you've spent some time in the woods and you've heard all of the animals, you know, some of these Bigfoot vocalizations just stand out. And this place, Bear Wallow, is a Bigfoot sighting hotspot, and people are always talking about vocalizations in this area. We've been investigating this area for several years, and if you guys want to watch any of our Bear Wallow footage, we've found several trackways of footprints in this area. Commonly, out of the trackways that we find up here, they're usually 17-inch and 14-inch footprints. We have casted one 14-inch footprint and one 17 out of this area. You know, people are like, you know, oh, you found a trackway of footprints. Why didn't you cast it? To find something in a castable condition is pretty rare, at least in my experience. You know, you'll find several dozen, maybe even 80 footprints before you find something that's on a level enough surface, or where the footprint is sunk in properly to where you can actually make a cast. So that's the reason why you don't see as many casts out of the pictures and photographs of footprints, not only by us but other researchers. Yeah, it's really great that Derek can give us a bird's eye view of these Bigfoot sighting hotspots. Generally, often we're down near the camp area, public camp area, and this is generally where people get the stuff tossed at them, you know, the rocks, the sticks, the pine cones. They hear the vocalizations, and every once in a while you know, people have a sighting of Bigfoot down here by the campgrounds. So we focus our research back on these mountain tops and back in the remote areas. You know, the sightings are very rare. You know, the creatures don't live down in the campgrounds, but once in a while, for whatever reason, they come down in the campgrounds and they're seen, or they mess with the campers or whatever. But we go back into the remote areas, and you know, I haven't found activity near the campsites and stuff. It's usually back in the remote areas of Bear Wallow. Actually, one of our favorite spots, there's these two mountaintop springs in the Bear Wallow area, and these freshwater springs on the mountaintops is where we've actually casted 2 footprints over the last few years. So great area. And this skirts a Native American Indian reservation. There's actually a barbed wire fence off to the right. I don't know if you guys could see. It looked like a little pathway, but it's actually a maintained barbed wire fence that separates public land from a Native American reservation. And it's amazing how much Bigfoot activity in Utah that we find along borders of Indian reservations, and I think it's just because it's untouched land. You know, Native Americans really don't use much of their property as others would. You know, with business establishments, homes, whatever. They leave it untouched and pristine, and animals, including Bigfoot, like that. I don't have the pressure. Yeah, August of last year, Caleb and I had a lot of activity in Bear Wallow. We heard some knocks, we heard some vocalizations. We casted a 17-inch footprint that had smashed into a log, and towards the end of the day we heard something crashing through the forest, and we caught a glimpse of something very large and gray. Bear Wallow, a Bigfoot sighting hotspot. Rocky Mountain Sasquatch organization is going to continue to keep an eye on this area, study this area. We have had some Bigfoot style or type experiences here. There's many sightings, a big history of sightings in this area. So yeah, keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching. Bear Wallow.